Um, so like we said last week, a big weekend last weekend, our last home weekend, celebrating the 7 seniors that will be graduating. A great way to go out, beating Air Force on Friday night 1-0 and beating Wyoming on Sunday 2-1 with a lot of excitement on Sunday. Coming from behind, we're down 1-0 at halftime and had to come back from behind, scored almost the 70th mark, and then with 1:08 to go to clinch the winner against Wyoming. So a great weekend. Like I said before, those 2 teams were at the bottom of the Mountain West, and they're good. It's just the conference is that competitive. And so now we head down to San Diego State, and I think it'll be a fantastic match. San Diego State's a very, very good team. They're nationally ranked. They've just had luck go their way. They're 16-1-1, I think. Their 1 loss is to Stanford, who's a top 5 team, and their tie is against Santa Clara, who's not in the top 10 like they have been, but they're a very good program as well. And so they're confident, they're at home, and they want to win. They'd like to go undefeated in conference, and I think for us, we'd like to beat them. So I think it's going to be a great game, whichever way it goes. And then we turn around and go back there next Thursday for the semifinal game on Friday. San Diego State is hosting, as they came in second last year, so they'll host this year. And I was just saying, we don't really know how 3rd through 6th is going to pan out. All the games this weekend will determine that. So we really have no idea. So, you know, I think it's a great matchup. I mean, we're similar type of teams. I think San Diego State's, I think they're sharper this year than they have been because they're harder working than they have been. I think they took that as something they needed to. Last year they went out in the semifinal game here in the conference tournament, and I think they were very disappointed. And so they kind of went back to the video and decided that they needed to work harder. They're very talented. They always have been. And so they're harder working. We're a very blue-collar team, very hard working. I think it's going to be a heck of a matchup. They're at home. They haven't lost much at home, so I know they'll be confident. But I don't think they've seen a team like ours this year. I mean, I know Stanford is very, very good. No knock on them. They're very good, but we're just different in the emotions of the conference. So.
I know you focused on the game at the end.
Yeah.
At the same time, you won there 2 weeks in a row. Does it help, like, with the comfort level?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We used to call UNLV our second home because we would always go there for a tournament or something non-conference, and that always made us feel more comfortable there. I think getting a game in before the conference tournament is definitely a positive for us.
How important is this game before the conference tournament?
It's important, but really what we're looking forward to is the conference tournament because the game doesn't really mean anything to either of our teams except for pride. And we're both very prideful teams. So I think it's going to be a great game. But as far as what it actually means, it's just preparation for where we want to go. San Diego State's very, very good on a lot of different levels that we've seen, not really since non-conference, the Floridas, the Georgias, and those teams. So I think it's going to be a great game.
You said that this game doesn't actually mean anything in the grand scheme of things. How do you prepare for a game like that?
Well, again, I mean, it's conference. You know, there's no love lost between us and San Diego State as far as wanting to win games. I can tell you that us winning conference the last 2 years, San Diego State was looking at them saying, how is New Mexico doing that? So there's a lot of pride that goes into the game. I don't think we need to get up for it. We have a lot of Californians on our team, and they grew up with those San Diego State kids, so it's going to be a great game no matter what.
The team showed a pretty strong performance in the second half. I mean, talk about how strong a team and how nice it is to be able to play well late in a game like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's difficult to come back, you know, and Wyoming did a great job of just packing it in and trying to not give us too much in the second half, having scored the goal late in the first half. And it was a disappointing goal because we'd been near perfect in the first half. We had incredible attacking opportunities in the first half that we just couldn't find the back of the net, and we gave away one silly ball, and that was it. So we kind of went into halftime going, gosh, where are we going to go with this? And I think it shows our character. I know it shows our senior leadership because it was the seniors that came back and said there's no way we're walking away with anything less than a win. And they were the ones that scored the goals and created it. So it shows great character. It shows what we've done all year. So I was real proud of the team in general. I think that also bodes well for the next games that we're coming up to. Thanks. Awesome. Thanks so much.